Alright guys, jumping into a brand new tournament for Tech Find. And also Return Sphere, I guess. So Luca Goers versus the Bhed Psyches. Luca Goers taking on the Ronso Fangs. So we get seated. Let's face the Goers. Ah, yes. Goers beat the Psyches. Fangs beat the Glories. I'll take it. 100% I will always face the Goers over the Psyches. I mean, for sure. It is also kind of nice. I mean, it's not like an increase of difficulty, but it's just nice that we're facing a different team. Because we haven't faced the Goers in a long time, it feels. Or at least it feels like they've always either been on the other side of the bracket, or they've been eliminated before we can actually face them. So it's refreshing, right, to see him jump in a game with us. I mean, we're going to win. Don't get me wrong. He's at 45 catch. Oh, that's actually better than... that's better than Noiguado, but still, like, we're going to win. Come on. I don't foresee a lot of positivity for the Goers here. He got Grave with the ball, though. He is going to be pushing midfield, so, I mean, it's decent. It's a decent attempt, decent movement, all that stuff. We're going to wither tackle through. See, this is one of the very few teams that we can stat by stat like beat, right? Like, this is like one of the very few, like, we are just better than you. Because there's not many of those teams. That is not a very frequent thing for the Bhed Psyches. It's never a thing for the Goers. So, I mean, imagine how excited they are. And then, I mean, we're in good position. We're just going to go for the shot. Roddy is decent. Like, the best player on this team is Roddy. So Roddy could definitely stop it. Probably not gonna be able. He's probably not gonna be stopping anything while snoozing. So Blappe is able to get the volley shot off, the rebound, and the 1-0. So I mean, definitely good stuff. It's gonna see Grave here push right side. This actually isn't too good. The no break is very good actually. I was gonna say if he takes the tackle, then it's looking bad. Fumble happens, Blapper recovers. There it is. Yeah, fumble happens, Blapper recovers, and then it's just looking really good for us. We're going to go for the shot here. This is not a smart idea, but let's just see what happens, right? Or, you know, we just score. 2-0. We're not trying to score with Blapper. It just has happened. I mean, arguably that second one was a blatant attempt at a goal. Like, we can't argue that wasn't us trying to score. I mean, I guess I don't know, we just wanted to sleep Roddy so Eager could swoop in for the actual goal, but Goers are just too bad, man. They're just too bad. See if we can do it. Fingers crossed and all that. Grave is just... oh my God. It feels so bad because Grave inherently doesn't have great stats. When he's orange and blue and everything, it doesn't help. Having all his stats halved does not help him be a better player. Not to state the obvious, but yeah, he is in such a bad way. He's got like 20 endurance. Like, what is that? 20 endurance is ridiculous. That makes, I mean, our forwards can just knock him out at that point. He's just nothing. I don't know. I feel kind of bad, but not bad enough to, you know, give him the ball. And we're going to have Eager go for the shot here. This really is just an opportunity, though, for us to farm experience with Eager and Blappa. I think they just made it easier. gonna have Grave here encounter everyone. Well, everyone except for Blappa, actually. Judo with the ball, and then we just push up, really. All we need to do is push up because that encourages our forwards to also push up. So that's the whole idea. In theory, that's how it should work. Then we can pass to Eager. He's no longer poisoned. That's beautiful. I'm just happy that we can actually use Napshot 3 again, because that's kind of a technique that we like to use because that +7 shoot is very strong. We don't want to lose that ever again. That's been a long time recording, though. I've been recording Blitzball videos for like 3 hours. Yeah. I forget, I feel bad. I forget their last name. I was doing a stream today. It's the 6th today. And someone named Brandon was asking me, he's like, do you ever get like burnt out Blitzball? And I feel like the answer is no. I mean, I have before. I thought about this after the stream, and I should have brought it up because I totally forgot. But when I was doing the Ronso Fangs journey, I took a full year off. Like, I just didn't record anything for a year. Because at the end of the day, I mean, it's not a job, right? Like, this isn't my job to record Blitzball videos. And I just wasn't feeling it anymore. Like, I was feeling burnt out. So that was like one of the moments where I have felt burnt out recording a Roddy level 92. Blapple level 93. More HP pass shoot. Nice. But yeah, that's like one of the times I have felt burnt out. But as of recent, like it's been fine. I'm doing more variety of things, right? So I think that helps a lot. So I do the tactics and stuff like that. And that really helps not getting burnt out of Blitzball and such. Yeah. It does feel, though, too, like one of the things that does drive me is the accomplishment that we're going for, right? Like the journey to 99 and then having all the original teams get to 99. So that is like the driving force. I wouldn't say every single, like I wouldn't, with Blitzball, I wouldn't say the games are a challenge, but the journey is satisfying. Yeah. So that's kind of how I summarize it. And I've been talking to Fafnir Fang, Jack Ryans, and we've been kind of discussing, like, you know, what does make it more challenging, like restrictions on the Aurochs series and stuff like that, because, you know, you do want to add a degree of challenge to it. You don't want every single game to be easy peasy. Now, I know it doesn't really relate to this this series, but I was playing through tactics and stuff, and a few of my friends, like they've played through tactics. They're pretty much masters at the game. But I was telling them, like, I don't want any like hints or anything, because that's like that's part of like the fun, right? Like I jump into the game, I suck, I don't know what I'm doing. I fail a bunch of times, and then I figure it out, right? Like that's part of the fun of the game. But you don't really have that with Blitzball, because it gets pretty easy later on. Yeah. We have found a lot of cool things, though. I don't know. I feel like we have had like contributions to Blitzball as a whole, like with finding things and stuff like that. Yeah. So that's kind of fun. No, Brandon had asked that question. It just made me think. Is really what it came down to. It was a good question, right? And they actually asked some really good questions. One of the other ones they asked, they're good enough. I want to touch on them here. Was what team do I find the most interesting? Not like the best team, not whatever. Like, what was the most interesting team? And I feel like the Kilka Beasts are the most interesting team, because they do what the Aurochs are trying to do, but better. They start out as definitely like the worst team in the game, and then become the best one, right? Like the Aurochs don't really do that. Like and the gimmicks of the other teams kind of fall off as you kind of get through. But the Kilka Beast gimmick is the only one that really shines through, and it is true all the way to 99, right? And some of them are meant to fall off. Like the Goers are meant to suck. But, you know, like the Ronso Fangs being slow and heavy, like, hitters and hard to, well, not maybe heavy hitters, but hard to, like, steal the ball away from, that doesn't really hold up. The Luca Goers being fast and, like, being able to block and stuff and just being a nuisance, that doesn't always hold up because then you get faster free agents, and it feels like the kill piece of the one team that maintained true, like, their uniqueness. Yeah. But yeah, we're gonna have Blappa steal the ball here. It does make me wonder, like, what was the antithesis of other teams and stuff? Because I remember there was some rumored, like, there was supposed to be another team called the Bhed Bells, which is kind of confusing because how would the tournament structure work out, having an odd number and stuff? I mean, I guess it would still, you could fix it, right, to be a certain way. But it does seem like it would be odd. Yeah, one of the things I wish that we did have is some sort of, like, custom, like, player editor and team editor and stuff like that. That'd be kind of nice. Alright, more experience for Nimruk. Yes, please. It's going to pass all the way to Blappa. But that is going to be it. It is going to be 6-0 final score. No big deal, right? So a little bit of experience for them. A little bit for us. 18 for Eager, 19 for Blappa, 8 for Nimruk. So no level ups, but the experience gain is good. So we 6-0 the Goers, and then the Beast 4-1 the Fangs. That is rough. It is rough being a Ronso Fang. Perfect. Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you guys next time.